Hello everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of Mario Party 8. Oh, I say playthrough, I think I'm just planning on doing this one board. I'm thinking about making this a party week. I'm thinking about doing a party week. A week of party games. Having said that, I don't know what term we're on. This is taking a while. I quite like to play other games. Turn it into a party mode? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel quite enthusiastic about recording content at the moment. I want to keep going with it. Use the pointer to move the cursor. Oh no, that's not me. Move ahead, back, move right. Yeah, I mean, I love a good party game. Usually I would play on, well, back in the day I would be playing these party games with friends, but for the time being we're doing single player. I can still have a good time with it. You've got to sort of, just imagine the NPCs are real beings. I think that helps. Like Daisy, look at her, she's amazing. Just ploughing through in a perfectly straight line for a very good long time. Did she move at all for the whole thing? Like from the point I started watching her, she didn't move at all. Was that a Daisy wins by doing absolutely nothing? That wins for us actually. Right. But we're on a team. Great, thank you Daisy. What would have happened if I did absolutely? I don't know if it would have worked out as good. Right, so she probably did something earlier, right? I don't know, you can't assume. There's a number of games Luigi can win by doing absolutely nothing. You can check that stuff out on YouTube if you want to. I don't know who originated that kind of content. Thank you for bringing that one to the world. Luigi winning by doing absolutely nothing. Right, calling all winners, calling all losers. We've got a shake-up coming. Yes, hold the show. We've only got 5 turns left. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll get this game finished. And then... Sorry, we'll get this board finished, and then we'll do a different game. For the next video. Photo is taken in the fourth place. Now we head into the final 5. Anything could happen, especially since it's time for Jump Charity. Can losers become winners? Let's find out. Let's give our last place winner just one piece of Julo candy. Can you catch up now, Beto? You've got... What was that? Okay, it was one of the candies. Right. I'm feeling lightheaded. Everyone, hustle for bonus coins. That shook things up. What can happen during these final 5 turns? We really blitzed through those first 10 turns. So it can be like that if you're not concentrating on the game. But we've got a bit to drink. Right. I kind of didn't want to talk more about sort of heavy stuff. I just do want to sort of briefly... I just want to kind of get caught up on what my life's been lately. So, like, you're up to speed on what, like August to September last year. If you watched the last video, and to get you up to speed since then, sort of complicated. But long story short, yeah, I've not really been communicating with my friends since early December. I really communicated with friends or family or anyone besides a few WhatsApp messages. Someone ahead of me. Seems unnecessary. No. Honest, would I get to keep going with it when we went back to the start? Probably. I don't. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's quite a big ask. Alright. Yeah, the reason is because I was sort of having a difficulty in my mind with kind of living a lie, what it felt like. Again, yeah, I admire. One more of these beauties for you. Thank you. And any booties for me that you might want to display when it comes to your beauty?
Oh, peachy.
Peachy indeed. I imagine. But can you impress me again? Back to the start. Seagulls, attack. Seems unlikely I can get there again. Okay. We've got blow away from it. So yeah, the reason like it's difficult to kind of express it without sounding like a crazy person in a way, but hey, I've got schizoaffective disorder, I'm allowed to sound like a crazy person if I want to. It's nothing that should be getting me into hospital or on torturous medications. I believe reality to be, to a strong degree, illusory. Got a bit of randomness going on. Okay, well, these instincts. Alright, but I'll probably go into a little more detail for you. Yeah, she's happy for me to keep explaining. Even though she understands, she's happy for me to explain to the rest of the group. She can just sort of go off into her own little headspace if she doesn't want to hear something she already understands. Sorry, I went into headspace with her. One day I climbed a tower. Is it me? Fuck. In 30 seconds while dodging trip up shots. We have a few players. Alright. So yeah, I mean there's a concept called Solipsism. The idea that reality could all be in your head. And that's not what I believe, actually, but could you not shoot me please? So this is gonna be... But it's enough challenge without you doing that. Can you get it out? You're being very rude. wasn't as far as I thought it would.
Whoa, eat!
So yeah, I mean the sort of the scientific thing to do, right, is to only believe what you have evidence for. That's the approach. But there's an assumption everyone makes, and that's that anyone else has an internal experience of reality. So, frankly, the idea that no one but yourself does, it's as valid a perception as the idea that others you know, like what I'm saying? Sorry, I forgot the beginning of the apples. I reminded myself then of the apples. So, despite the, I guess the impairment there reminded me I should drink some more. Yeah, like the consensus, you know, is that others experience reality as you do. But it's not more rational, in my opinion, to believe that than that you're the only one experiencing reality if you're just going by evidence. Like, others look the same as you do in terms of, you know, they've got a face and a body, they walk around and they sort of do a bunch of pointless shit that they don't want to do to make ends meet. So that they can survive until they get to die. Sorry. Why am I? No, I don't want a bowl of candy. What's this one do? Turn into a tornado. Every player caught in your path flies back to the start. I don't think either of these are useful right now. You know, we'll just right, the dolphins. Yeah. We can get to that Goomba again. I was gonna say, you know, it would be good if we get there and we get a different camera angle this time, but I think there will be a consent issue unless he's setting the camera angle. So he's got to turn around by consent. We've got to convince him somehow to turn around. Like, how's he getting the booty out of the chest without turning around? Does he need to be there at all? What right the dolphin? Yes, I do. Yeah. Like, it's not like he's opening the chest, right? I saw him turn around. Well, I definitely didn't see him, but I know if I saw him turn around, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I'm glad he's there, because it's just sort of nice. Good. Someone to talk to at the end of this long journey. Which brings me back to Solipsism. Yeah, in my opinion, and by all means correct me if you've got some ideas to the contrary, but why is it more rational to think others have an internal experience than to think they don't? You know, it's just what we're raised believing. Or, you know, we grow up with that idea in our head, but I mean, I suppose if you sort of think of evolution and stuff, yeah, I could see your point. What are we doing here? Catch balls and throw into the goal, matches your team colour. Bash rivals to make them drop the ball. No, whose team am I in? Let's see. Right. Like evolutionarily, why would some have an internal experience and others not? But and again, I'm not a solipsist and I'm not an evolution denier either. But sort of show me the evidence anything existed before you started existing. You know, you've got a bunch of sort of stuff laid out before you, but like when you play a video game, what? Sorry, what am I doing? Which way are we shooting? I don't know. We're losing. What's our team colors? Oh, blue. We're shoot into the goal of your color. Okay. Well, I should have probably paid a little more attention there. Right, like if you play a video game, there's a whole past and lore and all kinds of stuff laid out before you started playing the game, right? But the game, you know, starts when you start playing it. It doesn't matter what backstory there is. Like that stuff wasn't experienced by anyone. And the same could be true of reality. Oh, she's right in front of me. Get her. Do we want 10 coins? Do we want her flying back to the start? Or do we want to not move enough spaces? Well, I don't get to choose the last option. It'll happen if it happens. I mean, she's the biggest threat. She's doing better than me. She's got more coins as well. Let's hope we can get her back to the start again. That's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, like the facts are, reality is a mystery. How and why we're here. Rather mysterious. And I kind of got theories about it, particularly. Well, I don't know if I really have theories on how. Mind-blowing stuff. I don't know, very briefly, I do believe life used to be a sort of positive experience before. Something called, well, something I call Anton was discovered. Not necessarily knowingly. Anyway, I'm not going to go into my spiritual beliefs and stuff right now. And again, like, I got no proof for any of this. Like, if someone proves me wrong, I will happily accept that. But it's good to have theories as a place to start, isn't it? Make your way through the house, exterminating red boos. First team to defeat the red boos in the basement win. The red boo in the basement. Okay. Yeah, we make assumptions in life, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, if you want to take it to the extreme, you can't prove that a second ago happened. You've got memories in the present moment. But, that's the fact. We're winning. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Sorry. Not that we're generally playing this for the gameplay. We might get more into it once we're past all sort of deep talk. Maybe for the next playthrough. Who knows? Who knows what we'll talk about? I love talking about all kinds of things. But yeah. I think solipsism is a rational perspective. It's a valid way of seeing things. It's not popular. Some might sort of have a look at the idea and think of it as some sort of philosophical frivolity. If you take it seriously, you can take it seriously to quite an extremely lonely degree, as has been in my past. Eventually I came to believe that there are other beings experiencing life. But I don't necessarily mean that in the same way you might. It depends on who you are. Oh, I don't have to think about this. I kind of want to watch. I kind of want to, like, I think there's like untapped potential in turn-based games. Like, it can be fun watching others playing, and like in a turn-based game you're both watching exactly the same thing. You're not focused on anything else but what they're focused on. You know, I think it's you know, it can be entertaining, like in Worms, to see the entertaining ways people might fuck up, especially if they got sort of delusions of grandeur, thinking they might pull off some amazing ninja rope move and fail miserably. And if they pull it off, you get a ore instead. Anyway, sorry, I digress. What the fuck were we talking about? Solipsism valid. It's a valid thing. That's what I'm getting at. And consciousness. Let's talk about consciousness. I said we were going to get off the heavy topics last episode. And to be fair, this isn't really heavy so much as sort of deep and interesting, right? It's not quite what I was thinking this episode would be, but it's looking like this might be what we're getting. There's, well, I do want to briefly touch on consciousness. Oh, oh, look, he's right there. We can't fail. Take that. Can I do better? I was trying to do Princess Peach in Mario Kart 64. Really try and get him with me.
Oh, itchy.
Take that! Take that! Take that! Oh, maybe I gotta pitch it up if I really wanna do it right. Take that! Take that! I think I did the same one. Take. Hold on, let me just. Sorry, my throat's a little shut. Take that! Take that! Best I can do right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to rub it in there. I was just trying to say it right. 66 coins. You'd order 66. Take that! I think that was order 66 there. Doing the same thing to those two. I didn't realise they were right there. Ready for me to bowl them over as well.
I got a star!
Well done. You know, he's doing well. It's just, you know, I'm at 3-star. You know, like this 2 stars. It's like, wow, that's no small feat. That's quite an accomplishment. It's just, I don't know. It's sort of difficult to sort of express it in a way that won't sound condescending. When there's me with my even more impressive 3-star. 3-star. Yeah, shit talking's not quite the same with NPCs. Yeah, on the subject of NPCs, we're talking about whether other beings besides yourself are real. So, consciousness. How would you define it? Because it seems like people have different understandings of what the word means. Some use it to mean the same as awareness. Some seem to think it has something to do with levels of intelligence. And it's like there's something that seems to be interesting scientists. I've seen a few videos on YouTube. Right, I saw one sort of trying to analyze what consciousness is. It's like they know it's something. Which is weird, isn't it? Because it's just a word, right? We ascribe the meaning to words, okay? Why was there a video devoted to trying to figure out what consciousness is when that's a word that we invented that has a particular definition, presumably? I've not actually looked it up. But what I mean when I say consciousness is an inner observer sort of thing. The being that is you. Not you as in your thoughts, not you as in your body, not you as in anything you can experience, but you, the experiencer. If I watched a Sam Harris video, yeah, he's a philosopher and neuroscientist. He's the last one standing on the ice. Oh, okay. Fight. Fight, 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 fight. He's so yeah. I watched this video of him a few months back. Talking about this inner observer, like the sensation that there is a you experiencing, in addition to the things that you're experiencing, to the you that you're experiencing being the you that is being that experiencer of being the being. Phrase it in a very not as good way as I did before. Well, that was poor phrasing as well. I'm doing amazing. I am doing amazing considering I forgot I'm supposed to be fighting. On a different kind of amazing. Didn't we punch him the other way? How did he end up sliding? Did I punch the way? How? I don't know. My memory's off. Already gone. Like, this isn't an alcohol thing. If anything, my memory's doing better than usual. Yeah. Well, like, through his experiences with, like, I think meditation and stuff, he found that inner observer, that he has the sensation that exists, wasn't there. There was no observer observing the thoughts. Like, he kind of was the thoughts, and the sort of, I suppose, perhaps unconscious thoughts that there is a him experiencing the thoughts. You know, apparently this is an illusion people experience. That there is a them when there isn't. Like, I don't know if you've heard of the Buddhist concept of Anatta. Yes. Is there any point? We can get there. Come on, we can get there again. Believe. What turn are we on? If it's the last one, then we can't get there. I don't think we can get there. But yeah, like the idea, I guess according to Buddha, hey you, I know of an ancient isle full of riches that outshine crusty Captain Goombas. Hop on. And we're off. Okay. Whoa. I'm married by here too. We're not paying attention to much. One thing I should mention, we're stepping onto sacred ground. Okay, have fun. Okay, hold on, Mario. Oh, we're finally alone. Where are you going? You gonna want some alone time with me? Are they a thing? Are they an item? I've not actually played Mario Odyssey. Like, I know that involves some sort of wedding stuff with Bowser and Mario, but I don't know what the story is there. Like, is it platonic between Mario and Peach, or is it romantic? Maybe it depends on which dimension of reality that we're talking about. So what was I saying? Sorry, so the alcohol. See that? Anytime I notice the alcohol is impeding me, I'm like, oh yeah, I should have a drink. That's what you drink it for, right? To impede yourself. And for some social comfort. You know, this is making the first video in a long time. Yeah, easier, I'd say. And talking about kind of difficult subjects to talk about, making that easier too. Right, Anatta. Basically the doctrine of non-self. Like, from my understanding, having looked into it a little, is it's talking about the same thing Sam Harris was. Like, 3 players try to blast solo player. Oh, hold on, we've done this. Bombing Daisy.
Go!
Yeah, like the idea that there is no. Can you guys get out of the way? There's no like consistent being that is. There's no you that persists, kind of. Through our little like. Anything you are is something that changes, I think is the gist of it. And even without the idea of consciousness, I'm not sure I quite agree with it. Like, when it comes to religion, they're never going to be perfect, are they? You may disagree. You're welcome to. And I disagree with your disagreement. And you can disagree with my disagreement of your disagreement if you so please, but, well, to be honest, I would have to disagree with that particular disagreement. But you're welcome to disagree if you please. If you don't please, I wouldn't bother. If disagreeing is not enjoyable for you, I just give up sort of nonsense that is your religion. Welcome to the finale. Hope that you all had a blast. I'm not saying that every thing in a religion is nonsense. Like, actually, there's a little truth in there, to be honest. Or maybe a lot in some, I don't know. I'm not paying attention to the big... Oh, I've got to quickly get out the rest of the words. Yeah, but he's doing the bonus stars. I suppose it is important stuff. First bonus star, minigame star, dazzling. Bonus star goes to the player who collected the most coins from minigames. A minigame star goes to each. No, I can't sort of care enough right now. Sort of talking about big stuff that I don't talk about openly that much. And I want to get this all out of the way to sort of, I don't know, sort of see what happens and whatever we play next, see what we talk about then. So yeah. Well, the reason I kind of disagree, even if consciousness isn't a factor, is it feels kind of to me like a certain like personality traits. Like personality feels like a sort of core, non-changing part of the person. Like you can have overlays, sort of masking and the bullshit society expects you to be, but I think there's an inherent self that doesn't really change, to be honest. Peach! What a triumph. You're the superstar.
I'm a superstar.
Superstar. Yeah. Right. Oh no, I was gonna look into it more. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, well. Anyway. Yeah, I did have fun actually. I'll wrap up talking even if we're done with this game. I will if I can remember what I was saying. Let's see. The inherent personality someone has. Okay, but I don't think that's what it's talking about though. I think it's about the idea that there is a you experiencing. And well, I know for a fact that in at least one case there is a you experiencing. You know, we're like Sam Harris he seems confident that there isn't a you in people. So he did posit the idea that they could all be in one person's stream. Like, I don't quite believe that. Like, yeah, Buddhism was one of the tenets, as far as I understand, is that the you that it seems like is there isn't. For me it is. It's a completely undeniable fact. If you're doubting that where you are, I'm sorry to inform you that if you have any doubt that there's a you experiencing, there isn't a you experiencing. You know when you're experiencing consciously. Well, it sucks to be honest, for the most part, but it would be absolutely amazing if everything was a positive experience to be had. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Like, I can't imagine what not experiencing would be like. Certainly, I can't imagine the layer of not experiencing but believing you're experiencing could be like. But I mean, the way I kind of see it would be like, well, an NPC in a video game. But you know, it doesn't change the fact that I love people who are, you know, I mean, they're vastly complex, capable of love still, capable of, you know, making life better. And I think, to be honest, if I have consciousness, yeah, which to me is a binary, I'm not talking about levels of awareness sort of thing, I'm talking about the binary consciousness. Do you have it? Do you not? Like, no need for judgment one way to the other, because no one can help whether they have it or not. I didn't choose to have this. I mean, how could I? Like, presumably before me, there was no me to choose. But, you know, maybe there was a sort of me with an idea, like a me as in soul, body, personality, thoughts, that kind of thing. I don't know, I don't really know what history was. Fairly confident I wouldn't personally have chosen the life that I've had. But yeah, I love you whoever you are listening to this. I'm confident everyone can experience consciousness. If I could somehow have it, I see no reason to believe others couldn't also. But just trust me, you don't want it yet. If you're sort of thinking there might not be a you, you don't want there to be a you yet. We've got to make life worth living first. There's no way I can describe. There's just no way I can describe it. It's a thoroughly unrelatable kind of difference in a way. But nevertheless, we can all appear the same on the surface. That's why I didn't start having these wanderings until my mid-20s-ish, I'd say. That's when I started taking the ideas seriously. But not necessarily always believe in it. Anyway, all this to say, I don't believe most of my friends have consciousness, and it's a sort of a vast difference. To the point where I sort of, I think I kind of got to the point where I felt like I was living a lie, like beyond the usual kind of lie that people, live with, sort of, I don't know, feigning enthusiasm about job hunting, or, well, no one does that today these days. Maybe a few, but probably, I mean, would they be feigning? I'm getting a bit off track. I want to wrap the video up. Yeah, I love my friends, but yeah, I guess there's a sort of awareness of that difference that made me withdraw. And I don't know for sure who is and isn't conscious, but I do suspect it isn't a lot of people, to be honest. Yeah, I have some suspicions here and there. I had signs from the universe, or from wherever. Signs printed on the world around me, I guess, that one or two beings aren't conscious. Yeah, that's more or less why I withdrew. But, well, as the witch that I am, spent a good bit of time kind of fighting demons lately. I mentioned the word antem earlier. You could think of it as bad, but it's not that. Bad can be good if your perceptions allow such a thing. Antem is the objective version. That's why I use that term. You know how people can be into like sadism, people can enjoy pain and that sort of thing. I think of that as, like, to me it's objectively bad, but it is subjectively bad. In fact, antem is the word I use for the objectively bad. For me, pain would be that. For those people who enjoy pain, they could probably find some kind of relatable thing that they would find antem, perhaps. Or maybe not, if they're lucky. But yeah. So yeah, we're fighting the demons. Yeah, I mean, I've got sort of I don't know, I still feel a little sort of self-conscious about my label of schizoaffective. When you don't just sort of dismiss yourself as a label, you kind of go into it more. You know, I've come to accept that there's invisible beings, there's layers of reality that we don't see. If you don't believe me, check out Ghost Theory on YouTube. They're amazing. Started off very skeptical, especially Joe, but they had to admit over time that there was more going on. Yeah, that's a paranormal channel that I completely trust. And they've had quite some experiences. And, well, your dreams. I believe that layer of reality keeps going whether or not we're in it. A sort of, well, again, we're going too deep for wrapping up this video. But long story short, I've realized very recently, I think within the past 24 hours, I spend too much time talking to these Anthem demons. And they are them demons, by the way. But like the ones that actually wish us harm, wish us ill intent and stuff. I don't know, I'm spending so much time sort of being inundated with their bullshit and sort of having to acknowledge it is happening. I'm just like, they're no more real. Well, you know, they're very much not. Let me say, they aren't conscious. Is what I'm saying. I don't think any conscious being could be Anatta. I don't think they have it in them. And I highly doubt anyone watching this is Anatta either. So thank you for being them beauties. Them the alternative to Anthem, the opposite, the inherently good, pleasurable things. To me, for example, an orgasm. An orgasm is a nice feeling. Yeah, like if I'm kind of communicating with them, I might as well be communicating with my friends, right? Like, I've had 3 months to sort of, yeah, make my peace with the fact that this is just how I see reality now. I wanted to quote Iron Maiden, but I'm not good at remembering lyrics. When your time is closer, only then will you begin to see that life down here is just a strange illusion. I don't forget their name there. Great band. Yeah. I might as well be close to my friends again, I think, at this point. You know, I explained things to them as best I could, but I think I've had enough sort of being alone. And in a way it was quite nice to have a social break, to be honest. Just no kind of pressure with the WhatsApps and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to get back into that. Feels fitting for if we're doing a party-themed series of videos. Get back to the partying, or, well, I don't know if I'm really the party type. I like to dance. We'll see where the future goes, but for now, just more low-key meetups with friends would be good, I think. And I think you just have to kind of... I mean, I would just have to think like Data in Star Trek. It's like... You know, there's a difference there. But that doesn't mean we can't love each other and be friends. And personally, I'm optimistic that my friends will experience just as I do once we've made a life worth experiencing for them. Which is what BEM Witchcraft, well, it's all about, the present moment. We're just try and get us to a point where we can have BEM Witchcraft just for fun, and there's no longer any such thing as the Enter kind. Which isn't really something I thought about that much. No, I have thought about it, but not in a huge amount of detail. Enter Witchcraft. And now, as I'm wrapping up the video, that seems like the perfect time to go into Enter Witchcraft in detail, doesn't it? Or we'll wrap up the video. Thank you for listening. Yeah. Just to encourage or discourage perhaps watching the next video, let me pick the game for the next one. It keeps going off. Did I say the stupid ghetto setup I've got here? Like, I'm playing on the Wii U little tablet screen because my stupid HDMI like screen duplication thing send it through two screens at once. It worked like once and then mysteriously stopped working. I guess the solder in this circuit board melted or something. It's been that hot since I got it. Dust maybe got in there. Dust? Anybody? No? Dust? Anybody? No? That reference? Yeah, do post in the comments if you got the reference. Don't be shy, don't be ashamed. Be proud, be proud. You show off your knowledge of the reference and give me the comments and get my video in the algorithm. Well, we're like an hour in chances of people taking a chance on this video. I don't care that much at the moment. If anyone watches at all, I'm grateful. Thank you. And yeah, I've got ambitions to maybe do some shorts, some shorter form content. I did do a Secret Agent playthrough actually, but the audio balance was awful. So I might have another go at that game in the future. And there will be this sort of, I guess, back catalogue of long form videos for people's enjoyment. They get into my stuff. I think I'm an interesting person to listen to. Personally, it's just lucky because I have to live with me 24/7. That's not true actually. Sometimes I can be separated from who I am because of the antics. I'm just saying it like it is. You get the idea of me. I talk openly and I have strange but explainable thoughts and beliefs. I'm just looking at my collection of games. Where do you draw the line of what would qualify as a party game? We're either doing Mario Kart Wii or Wii Play next. Or no, those are the choices. Lots of love to you all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me for whatever we got coming next. Hopefully a change in topic, maybe to something more, what do you call it? You know, like, you know, the banal. The banal. Day-to-day banalities. Like that stuff can be very interesting too. I'm a big fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Check that out if you fancy checking out some great comedy and you haven't seen it. I've given you enough things to check out, I think. I'm gonna stop the video. Love you.